In the winter of 1873, Giuseppe De Nittis returned to Paris after almost 3 years of absence, years that he spent regaining confidence with nature, looking at it again with the eyes of a child. In Paris, the artist felt reborn. The boulevards designed by the Baron George Haussmann and the crowded squares, crossed by carriages and horses, became the painter's universe in which he could experiment new forms of expression. De Nittis thus began to devote himself to the genre of urban view, which he found congenial. In a short time, these city scenes elevated him to the rank of painter of contemporary life. In the same period, the artist experimented with landscapes with equally extraordinary results. His attention to the observation of natural light and elements leads him to venture into the countryside outside Paris, along the course of the Seine, in the tourist resorts so dear to Monet, Renoir, and Sicily. Here he creates a series of different works in which nature is transformed according to the particular needs of representation. In these views, we never find touches of color as applied in a French Impressionist work, but precise details drawn with vigor. In addition, over time, the same images are enriched with an aura of myth that colors the canvases with a harmonious and suggestive color, so that the lyrical center of inspiration moves from landscape painting to the poetic representation of certain hours of the day and the most sensitive and intimate aspects of the seasons. In the most successful works of this series, painting also seems to be exhausted in the act of offering itself, and De Nittis's sensuality acquires its most convincing outcomes when it invades natural forms and seems to get lost in them. And it is then that almost perfect paintings were born, such as Summer on the Seine. The canvas, painted in 1874 and formerly owned by the English merchant Edward Fox White, describes a summer afternoon. The river is motionless, clear as a mirror. Neither a human voice nor a trembling frond breaks the silence. On the horizon, the glimmering of a motionless boat fades into the immensity of light. The illustrious precedent of this painting is Gustave Courbet's famous Les Demoiselles des Bords de la Seine. Similar is the idea of two girls lying softly in the grass on the river bank, protected by the shade-giving branches of the trees, with the boat moored nearby. Similar is also the feeling of calm and serenity, the triumph of summer. The painter feels both enchanted and at the same time excited by such a vision. The suffused golden mist and brightness of the afternoon, the slow passage of time, and the silence of nature are the spectacles that De Nittis, visual poet, sings in this work. This is not a purely sensorial approach, but a transcription in sentimental echo, aimed at lightening this reality, translating it into an exquisite and rarefied musicality.